basically speaking, we know that a virus is present in our system when weird stuff starts to happen. For example, a program takes longer than normal to load. Disk access times seem excessive for a simple task, or an executable file that used to work doesn't work anymore. You get unusual error messages. Less memory than usual is available. Files disappear. Executable files all of a sudden change in size. Access lights on hard drives and floppy disks turn on when there shouldn't be any activity. You can't access a drive, or you can't access a printer that you could before. The system won't boot at all. Just basically weird stuff. When we troubleshoot a system, one of the things that we should be thinking about is what logically could be wrong with this system. And if we can't come up with a logical solution, then it's likely, or it's at least possible, that we've got a virus. Especially if we find that two computers in the same area or in the same company have the same kind of weird stuff. You can kind of hear it in a company. You can hear it over the water cooler talk, where somebody says, well, my computer's doing this weird thing, and then all of a sudden somebody else says, you know what, my computer's doing the same thing. Well, guess what? You've probably got a virus. But on an individual computer, the best thing to do is just to assume that we may have a virus and run a virus detection software. Now, the best way to combat a virus is not to let it in the first place. So to reduce the threat of a virus, we need to write protect original software disks and make backup copies, boot from the hard disk or a write protected disk only, avoid downloading from the internet or bulletin board, or always use a virus scan when you do. It's almost impossible to totally avoid the internet now. It's such a prevalent part of our society. But there is virus protection software that will check everything that you download from the internet, and I would highly recommend that you use some type of software that will do that. Use a scan utility on a regular basis. We can also use the same software to cure a virus that we used to find the virus in the first place. The main thing about virus software and about virus prevention is to stay on top of it. I think I mentioned that at the date of this recording, there are 48,000 some viruses that have been detected. Your virus software will keep up with all the virus definitions so that it can scan your system and find the latest viruses. But new viruses are being created every day. So your system needs to be able to update at least weekly to get the latest virus definitions. Next, we'll take a look at the fundamentals of a troubleshooting methodology.